Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man, at your service. How are you all? I hope you're doing very, very well. Yes, what's that you're wearing there, Kilt-Man? Well, I've got a kilt on down here, yeah, but also, yes, you spotted it. These guys have spotted it too. Makes me feel kind of at home. This is one of the official Halloween t-shirts. It's official, it's got a big sticker thing on it. It's stitched in on the inside and it's got a little label on the back saying Halloween, so it's genuinely official merchandise. And it actually has one of my favourite images from the original '78 movie. Atop the stairs, knife in hand, looking iconic, looking modern because of the whole get-up that he's wearing and the style of the movie, but gothic at the same time because he is the Boogeyman atop the stairs about to do his descent to, of course, the metronomic beat that John Carpenter inspired. And there you go, John Carpenter's Halloween. There you go. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And I know because people like this sort of thing. There's the label for it, yes. And on the back you've got there the shape. Great, isn't it? But we're not here to discuss this. No, we're not. We're not. Got another mask for you here. Another little bit of latex lunacy going on. And yes, if you do go back a few videos ago when I was discussing other Halloween masks and stuff, I did say I'm never going to get a Rob Zombie Halloween mask. Nope, nope, because they look crap. I've heard the sculpt is great, the paintwork's naff. So if you want to get a good one, you've got to go to an independent mask maker. Well, you know what? I said all that, and I meant it. But I did crumble. And yeah, he's here. I've gone and got a Rob Zombie Michael Myers mask from the original 2007, well, hardly the original, but the 2007 remake, reboot, revamp, Boogeyman that he did with Tyler Mane playing Michael Myers. And, you know, I have said before that the film has many haters, obviously. He took a radical new approach to it. But if you're going to remake something, if you're going to reboot something, the whole point of doing it is to give it a new twist. Otherwise, what is the point? If you're going to do it beat for beat, look at Gus Van Sant and his Psycho remake. What was the point? What was the point of that? It was exactly the original movie all over again, just in colour. What was the point of that? Honest to God, complete travesty. At least Rob Zombie had the courage of his convictions to do something different. And if you're going to tell the same story but give it a new slant, well, you've already got the supernatural element. So they give him a backstory this time round. And, you know, love it or loathe it, at least he attempted something different. And I do admire it. I like that, the first movie. Halloween 2, less so. I'd have preferred it if all the Halloween 2 hospital sequence hadn't turned out to be a bloody dream and actually had been real. But anyway, we digress. Now, the mask, of course, for this movie is different from the original William Shatner look. It obviously is Michael Myers, but it's got a more sort of distinctive colouring and style to it. Now, there are some great masks out there from that movie. This ain't one of them. This isn't too bad. This is not too bad. As I've always said, the sculpt, there's nothing wrong with the sculpt. It's just the paintwork, which never seems to look realistic, and the hair. I mean, you may have noticed, what's going on with this hair? This lovely, silky, sort of mousy coloured hair. His hair's not blonde or mousy. And his hair, in reality, is, but not on the mask it isn't. It's dark, isn't it? Sure it is. Admittedly, I haven't seen the film for a while, and I haven't done any sort of research to have a little look and gauge its authenticity, but I'm sure it isn't that colour. I mean, you're going back to Ben Tramer there, aren't you? You know. And we're playing Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2, that is, in the background here. So, anyway, here's the mask, and this is made by, and again, it's the official merchandise, so, Halloween Michael Myers, and it's made by Funworld. Fuck a Funworld? You know, I always thought Ruby's did this. In fact, I think Ruby's do a version of this. This says, Palmer. Adult carnival item. This is not a toy and not intended for use by children. And of course, the kid, the young Michael Myers, does put this on when he kills his sister. and the rest of his family as well, at the start of Rob Zombie's take. And as the little kid coming up the stairs with an outsized, adult mask on, it does look pretty terrifying, I think. But there's the labelage. Not bad, not bad. It's colourful. All the blurbiage there. It actually says 2019 this was made, under license from Halloween 2 Productions. So, but it's not from Halloween 2. In Halloween 2, the mask undergoes some more radical damage, and half of it's hanging off. It's just half his face is actually revealed, and it's a very striking kind of look again. So in the 2 Rob Zombie films, the mask undergoes quite a bit of damage and variation. When young Michael does his first murder spree, it's kind of like new, really. And then when he finally goes back to his house in Haddonfield and retrieves the knife and the mask, it's been battered and bruised, and obviously it's had spiders and cockroaches under the floorboards, whisking themselves all over it. So, but there you go. This is the mask. Now, as you can see, lots and lots of damage, and the damage and the sculpt, as I say, is good. There you've got the standard Michael Myers look, the iconic look, sort of looking down, and then you've got this sort of thing, whichever way you want to do it. So that's not too bad. Try and show you a bit more close up there. These rips and gouges are genuine rips and gouges. They are sculpted in. Some bits are heavily shaded, although not enough. Now, you've got a sort of creamy, decayed, horrible, sick-looking colour scheme going on here. Now, the original mask, of course, was white. And then, of course, the 2018 one is more akin to how this one should look. So this kind of greeny, grey, dishevelled look, decomposing look, should be how this thing looks. So I think that could be the major, well, apart from the hair, I'll come on to that again in a minute, but apart from the hair, I think people's problems with this is the colour of it. Now, you can work with that. Now, I am no artiste with sprays, but I'm great with pencils and shading. So, I think I could work a fair bit with that and transform it, make it a bit dark, a bit more grim and sort of grey, pallid looking. This sort of creamy colour is a little bit weird, but as I say, the cuts, the rips, the gouges, they're pretty good. I do like them. I love this one on the throat here, and this. The one that bisects the eye, and this huge gouging there. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. It gives it a kind of, horrible Frankenstein's monster patchwork quality, like he has been stitched together. Evil, stitched to evil. Of course, that was the Kenneth Branagh, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But I do like it. This hair is... It feels lovely, and I've seen a lot of complaints from other versions of this mask where the hair just comes out straight away, or it's basically got no hair, and when people open the package, it's bald. Now, there's not a lot of the hair, and like you get with a lot of, other masks from the more, expensive, higher end sort of companies, it is done in strips, and you have got, that old bit of alopecia there where the coverage isn't quite as great. But you can work with that. And unlike many Michael Myers masks where the hair is completely, it's just a big tuft, it goes off like a big fright wig sort of shock effect, or it's got bunches either side. If you heard that then, that was my husky off camera snoring. She's dreaming, God bless her. She's dreaming of being back at Outpost 31 in Antarctica. But yeah, it does feel nice, and it's not coming off in my hands. Although you need to spray them anyway to make sure that the hair's going to stay, or at least preserve it. And it's not as wild, you can sweep it back quite nicely. So I'm not that bothered about that. And obviously you can colour that hair as well. But I really need to go back and see the movie again, and see just what the hair colour is for it. I don't know. And Tyler Mane was a big old guy, Imagine him smashing down a door and coming up the stairs after you. You'd rather have Nick Castle, wouldn't you, or Dick Warlock from the original movies. There's possibly a chance of getting away, a chance of surviving, of fighting back and putting him down for at least 2 or 3 minutes while you make your getaway. But with Tyler Mane's brute, you ain't got no chance. And that's probably why I do find the Rob Zombie incarnation very frightening, because it's the more realistic one. You know, I know I've just used the word realistic in a Halloween movie, but it gives him a backstory, it makes him human. He's not supernatural, but he is exceptionally violent, and he's just evil-minded, and he's very clinical and brutal, you know, and he's relentless. And being such a big hulking brute, you can't fight back against that, you know. Hello, tiny victim, here. Yeah, whoosh, arms and legs ripped off. He wouldn't waste no time, would he? But here you go. And in a way, it's kind of more frightening, especially in Halloween 2, where half the face of the mask is gone, and you can see his face, and he's just a normal guy, but with you know, long straggly hair, and absolutely, you know, a towering monster of a man. But he's not scarred, he's not evil, you know, his face does not, like, it's just a face, the big hairy face of a homeless hobo. Anyway, here's the label on the inside, stitched in. Let's see there, and that line of stitching you can see on the back. I don't mind that actually, because don't forget, it's meant to be a mask. You know, people complain sometimes about having like labels and stuff, and you know, you can see the indentation of where the stamp is on the inside of it. I mean, I'll be honest, you know, if it's a mask that's meant to be a mask, so like, a lot of the Halloween ones are meant to be masks which you can buy, take off the shelf and you can buy it. Well, it would have a label on it, wouldn't it? It would have some kind of mark and licensing thing on it. It's when masks are of something completely fictitious. It's a mask of a monster, like say an American werewolf, and you've got suddenly you've got a big trick or treat, you know, stamp on the back of it. Well, you know, the real monster wouldn't have that. I don't believe it. There's somebody at the door. Hang on. Well folks, another package has arrived. It's been a few things today, and don't worry, you'll probably see what's in that at some later point. See, with me, you get dogs snoring, people knocking on the door, people drilling next door. You get all this incidental stuff as well, which just adds, I think, to it brings you into this environment. It puts you here, right in front of me. Well, I want you. But yeah, let's have a little wear of this, because I've not put this on as yet. Oh, by the way, I meant to show you, I don't know if you can see all these little orangey bits, which they're in the movie, they're on the mask, and they are unusual. I'm not sure what that's meant to be exactly. Is it like the degradation of the latex of the paint that's on it? It's sort of going discoloured. I don't know, but I do like it, and it's situated around a lot of these wounds and gouges and that way, and it does give it a nice bit of a contrast. As I say, I'd like to darken that, but I want to make sure that I'm right in doing so. So I need to watch the film again to make sure. But I'd have fun doing that anyway. Let's go in, and let's be honest. Tyler Mane had the same problem as me, and Rob Zombie as well. Hairy dudes. Now, the weird thing is, if you can hear me, going on it feels quite snug, and yet sitting on me it looks really big, doesn't it? It looks like a really big mask, but it is, my face is pressed up against it. The chin, the nose, the eyes, it kind of comes out towards the top. Yeah folks, I'm not liking the colour of that hair at all. Now I can see it actually, you know. I feel like the young Michael Myers has put the mask on. Little body, great big mask. But I am loving all of this. They are good. Oh. There are versions out there which I've seen where pretty much all the scarring and the rips are just painted on. They're not actual indentations. These have depth, so you've got that 3D quality to it. And I do like that. I do like, there's lots and lots of damage going on. I've seen somewhere it's not linked up. That should be linked up. See the rips down here to this cheek gouging. I've seen them where all that is missing there. Well, you know, I think they've done a bang up job on that. So, folks, I'm actually quite happy. Yeah, the misgivings about that and the colouring, you can work with that, and you can redo the hair and style. Well, the styling isn't a major problem, it's just the colour of it. But it does give it a rather unique sort of aesthetic, you could say. But there you go. See, look, it's not bad. That sculpt is actually really good. Look, we can see right through his eyes. They're not the blackest eyes, they're quite orange eyes, aren't they, thinking about it? But, there you go. And as I say, that's from, who's it from? Funweld. Funweld. I mean, it does not give any other manufacturer. Funweld is a registered trademark of Easter Unlimited. Funweld Division Easter Unlimited. Hey, you now know as much as I do. These things in the UK are going for anywhere between 25 quid and got 45, maybe 50 quid I've seen. And some of the expensive ones, they're the crap ones as well, with really bad reviews, and they look awful as well. But this, I thought, no, that looks pretty good. I'll take a punt on it. Let's see where we go. It's gonna work, and you know what? I'm kind of happy. I think I paid £25 for this one. Come on, 25 quid, that's alright, isn't it? Especially by my standards. What? Yeah, I could have bought a bottle of whiskey for that, yeah, you're right. Damn it. Always got some in reserve. So, folks, there you go. Another little close-up tour. See what I mean by the orange? You can see all this discoloration. I like that. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but it is just when latex degrades, and you think I'd know about that, having a house full of masks, but does it discolour like that? Does it change like that? I don't know. But it does give it a unique sort of visual style. Right, there you go. Michael Myers. Courtesy of Rob Zombie, and incarnated by the colossal, gigantic, monstrous Tyler Mane. So, in the meantime and in between time, you guys, please take it easy, be happy, be healthy, and watch out for the Boogeyman, because he's always there in the shadows. In fact, this guy doesn't even lurk in the shadows. He goes, Halloween 2, he takes a massive cross-country trek, just walks for a year, cross-country, doesn't care, dead brazen. Whereas our boy here, he likes the shadows, you know, leans out, doesn't he? Yeah. Anyway, folks, that's it. Take it easy, and I'm going to see you all later. And don't forget, Halloween is fast approaching, and we're all entitled to one good scare. Way!